All right, what is up, YouTube world? This is your man, Eric Stone, with Aspiring Music Writer, ASPIRING, Music Writer YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, suggest, dislike, I don't care. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, it's a picture. My profile picture is a picture of me and Kevin Fowler. Also, this video is going to be the Boys from Oklahoma review. And it was Trenton Fletcher, Noah Bowman, and Gannon, Freiman, and Cross Country Revenue live at the Majestic in Fort Smith, Arkansas on January 13th. Go support live music and local. Someone thought that the Boys from Oklahoma thing, it's a show they do every now and then around here in Oklahoma too. They're going to have one at the Tumbleweed on February 18th. But someone thought it was Cody Canada and The Departed, but no, it's just a few bands from Oklahoma, Boys from Oklahoma. So don't get that confused if you go watch the show. But I think in February 18th, now don't quote me, go look it up on either Trenton Fletcher's, Noah Bowman's, or Gannon Freeman's Facebook page. I think, like I said, there's one in February at the Tumbleweed. There is, but I don't know what day it is in February. Yeah, I got a little bit of a cold, so that's why I sound like poo-poo. I'm just drinking Coke tonight. Not drinking alcohol tonight. But anyways, the last time that I seen the Boys from Oklahoma show, I think they had Avery Stennett instead of Noah Bowman. And they're both great artists. Go check them out. Like I said, go check out their social media. Spotify, Apple, iTunes, wherever you get your music, Google Play. Support live and local music. I got this hat. You can find this hat and shirts and other stuff at the merch booth if you go see Trenton Fletcher. But his band is a quintet, and it is comprised of course, Trenton on guitar, lead vocals, Zach Rainier on guitar, Jordan Gladfelter on drums and skins, Josh Hebenspringer, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, on guitar, and I think Kai Corley is on bass. I didn't find him on Facebook. He may not have Facebook, so. But Trent Fletcher and them have got one full album out, 2021's Non-Essential, and there's one live track on that album. They also got 8 singles, including Blowing Smoke and It Rains in Tulsa 2. And those 2 are not on the actual album. They got one more too, besides those 2, that are not on the album. So, like I said, go support live and local music. But anyways, they opened up the show at the Majestic. Majestic's very great. One of my favorite venue. The owners are very nice. Trent and Sarah, staff's very nice. They know me real well up there. I am a regular up there. So anyways, and like I said, what sucked about that night, nothing about the band, but I couldn't take pictures or videos of any of the bands, and that's what I do, My phone was out of commission. It sucked because I was like, man, I don't know what to do with my hand. This one's just a dud. But I really didn't know what to do because I was like, that's usually what I do. But that night on the 13th, they kicked off with a 10-song set list, and they did all original songs. There's no covers. They kicked off with Suspicious, and then they went into Signs. Then they went to, I think the song was called Mexican Wind. That is not a released one that I know of. And then Kicking Myself, that's a badass song. If You Don't, that's another badass song. Then River Running, that was the other single that I don't think is on the video or the new or their album, their debut album. Snakeskin Boots. Then they did Let It All Go. And they did a song called Don't Drink the Water. That's a good, or the whiskey. Sorry, Don't Drink the Whiskey. That's a really great song. And they did The Ballad of Bill Dalton. And they ended their show with It Rains in Tulsa too. That's a very great song. They're all great songs. Check them out. And then after they got their set over with, got their equipment off stage, and then a little bit later, Noah Bowman, which is a new guy too. These are all young guys, but they're great. They're going to do great things. Noah Bowman. I wish I would have got pictures with him. I could have. I was just really tired that day for some reason. I just wasn't in the mood, and people were like, that's weird, But anyways, Noah Bowman's band is made up, also a quintet. Of course, Noah Bowman, he's on lead vocals and guitar. Logan Webb is on lead guitar. Trevor Bart is on drums, the Skins. And then Mason Baumhoff is on guitars. And then Dakota Robertson is the bassist. Noah Bowman has 6 singles, including Shape I'm In. I think that's my favorite song by them that I've heard. And then another one called Always Gone. That's a great song too. They did a 13-song set that night. They kicked off with Back Again, Light on My Hands, and they went into Getting By, Lose Control, Terrible Son, Already Gone, that's a single. Tell 'Em, Trucker Speed, that's a good song too. Bottom of the Bottle, Bulletproof, Not to Get Up With, I think Mickey and the Motorcars. They got a song called Bulletproof too. It was their own song. Hard Way, that's a good song too. Disarray, and they ended their set with Stop This Train. That's a great song. Another band that did all originals. And I love it when bands don't do covers. I want to hear what they've got, and I mean, I don't mind a few covers. I really don't. There's a few covers I don't want to hear all the time. Freebird, Wagon Wheel, Brown Eyed Girl, and there's some other ones that Simple Man by Leonard Skinner, Tennessee Whiskey. All those are just getting old. Copperhead Road. That one actually I don't mind anymore, but I know I'm getting off track. But when I go to watch local cover bands too, but like when I watch an original band, I want to listen to their original stuff. But there's just some Freebird. And if you want something funny too, go look up Ron Harmon. He was a contestant on American Idol. Ron Harmon Facebook page, and he's got a song. It was actually a parody he did, funny song. Not talking about how he's tired of playing Tennessee Whiskey. It's really funny. I mean, he didn't mean no harm by it, but it's funny as hell. Go check it out. Anyways, like Noah Bowman, like I said, and I appreciate them. Let me do what I do because I just love it. I think I've been doing this stuff for since 2016, And I think I've had 2 people that was not impressed with what I do. So, but, you know, there's always going to be a few out there. I will tell you this, if you're going for a dream or whatever you're succeeding, you know, you're pursuing, there's always going to be haters out there. And I've still got to learn that because I still let it get me down every now and then. But there's always going to be a few people like, what you're doing is you'll not get nowhere. Why are you wasting your time, blah, 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 but don't listen to them. But anyways, and then, like I said, they got their equipment off stage. And then Gannon, Freiman, and Cross Country Revenue came up, and I love this band. Actually, it was really cool because Gannon Freiman told me that they actually use my videos to send into venues. You know, like, I guess venues, I don't know how all that works really, but when they send it into a new venue, they use my videos, and I thought that was really cool. And Tyler, the drummer, actually gave me a necklace. I don't have it right now. The deal broke. I'm gonna have to get me a new chain for it. And I appreciate that. That's so cool, you know. But anyways, Gannon Freiman did a 16 song set, I think. 16 or 17. They did all originals except for 2 covers. But Gannon Freiman is made up of Gannon Freiman. He's on, I think, rhythm, guitar, and vocals. Travis Julian is on guitar. Wade Cartwright is bass, I think, in background vocals. And then Tyler McCartney is on drums. And they're all great guys. Like I said, they did 16 to 18 songs. They've got 2 EPs out and 4 singles, including, they just come out that night. They came out with their latest single, Me and Her. So check it out. Okie Thump, and there's another, is a EP, and there's another EP, and 3 more singles. So check them out, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you get your music. But they kicked off with White Girl. That one hadn't been recorded yet, but I love it. It's an upbeat song. Then they went into No Justice. It says, Bend but Don't Break. I love that song. Then Lessons Learned. And that's not the Tracy Lawrence song. It's their own song. Then Rose Tattoo. That's a really great song, especially live. And then Met Her, like I said, which came out that night. They played Rock and Roll. That's a great song. Then they played Pick Me Up, not Ron Adams' song. Then they played New. And then they went into Marshall Dillon. Then Gannon did two acoustic songs. They did Clyde Flowers after that, Taylor's song. Always Around, that's another great song. Vernon, that's another great song. Then they did Too Fucked Up to Drive. That's probably my favorite song to hear them do live, just because the crowd gets into it. And they ended with Bowling for Soups, 1985. And I love it when a band does a song that's not in their genre, and they just kill it on stage. They've been doing that one for a while. Years ago, this probably 13, 14 years ago, I'd went and seen Reckless Kelly at a music venue called the Longhorn Saloon in Fort Smith, Arkansas. And it closed down like a year or 2 later. But that night that I'd seen Reckless Kelly there, Cody Cannon, The Departed, Mark Chestnut, Gene Watson there. I seen Rick Trevino. And if you don't know who Rick Trevino is, go look up the 1995, I think it's 95 or 96 song, Bobby and Mason. Bobby Ann Mason back in high school. She was way too cute. She was way too cool. How was I supposed to get an education sitting right next to Bobby Ann Mason? Or sitting right behind Bobby Ann Mason. Anyways, he put on a hell of a show. One I did not expect I would actually love. But anyways, yeah, it wasn't there very long, but they had a lot of great 90s artists come in there. Doug Stone came in there. I think I was in the hospital then. I couldn't go. But anyways, back to my Reckless Kelly story. But they played that night. I don't know when it was, years ago. And, but they ended with the Beastie Boys' Sabotage. I was like, it was just so weird for, like, that band to do that genre of music. You know, because you didn't expect that from them. There was a band that I can't remember who they opened up for, called Of Limbo, and they did Fight for Your Right to Party. They did a really good job on that one. But anyways, like I said, that's it. It was a great show. All of them came out and talked to me, talked to the audience. Go support live and local music, and I'll see y'all later.